Alright, we're back. It's time to load up the big red circles and big red arrows in the thumbnail because we're talking about Street Fighter 6. It's been kind of a running joke that there's been like no Honda gameplay. Honda was first announced, I don't know, like 6 months ago at this point, and there's been almost no actual decent quality Honda gameplay. So even though this is mainly like for Lily, this is mainly meant to be like a Lily exhibition, there's also quite a lot of stuff we have no idea about Honda which is starting to finally slide into place. So kind of the first time through, again, I'll just kind of let it play out and then we'll go into more detail on the rerun. I love how the very first thing you see in this matchup is them just like flying each other in a trade. I love Honda's outfit in this game. I think visually he looks cooler than he did in Street Fighter 5. There's the classic. Oh my god, the damage. The damage. You guys see the damage on that EX Ochio throw? Good lord. Like I said, we can review it afterwards, but for the time being, we'll just go through at full speed. Lily's movement is insane, by the way. I'll talk more about this later on, but this character is like T-Hawk, but with Rashid's movement, which could be a recipe for a insanely strong character. There's level 1. Gets the charge up. SPD. That's plus. That's insane. It looks like she just gets plus frames on command whenever she has that wind gauge stocked. You can just dump it into plus frames. Lots of trades, even more trades. Trades for days. Both charging up from full screen into more trades. 3 jab confirmed. Oh yeah, and level 3. We finally see Honda's full level 3 6 months after reveal. And it's sick. Kind of. Kind of. There's something about Honda's Super which I love, and something about it which bothers the hell out of me. But again, we'll go into detail. We got time. We can cover it later on. And then the full CA from Lily. So she doesn't actually drop you. Let's do this nice and slow. Small L for chat on that one. So they both just fly at each other at the start. So this move is used a lot. This is Lily's charge. You can see that whenever she swings the clubs above her head, a 1 appears next to her drive gauge, and she can stock multiple of these, like it counts up every time she does it. Honda also charges his what was previously his V-Skill 2 from Street Fighter 5. It looks like Honda doesn't get to stack charges though, while Lily can. There's no number next to Honda's. I think he gets it just once, and it upgrades the next hands that you do. So she goes for the, I'm assuming that's Condor, let me remember, Condor Spire, I think? That looked like Condor Spire. I'm trying to remember the T-Hawk move names, they're all very similar. But gets drive reversal for it. I'm assuming this animation is Honda's forward heavy kick. It looks a little bit weird in this game, it animates a little bit strangely. He hits with the toes rather than the top of the foot. Oh, and this is a big deal. This is a big deal right here. So one of the things that I was scared of when it came to Honda's viability in Street Fighter 6 was the thought that even if he has a version of headbutt that's safe on block, surely you can just drive impact on reaction to every single headbutt. Like, isn't that going to be a problem? I feel like Drive Impact was going to cause problems for Honda, but as we see here, Light Headbutt recovers fast enough to still block in time and do your own Drive Impact counter. It might not be always, it might be timing dependent. Like, maybe if you do a really early Drive Impact, you might get it. That looked like quite a late one. But at the very least, Drive Impact isn't guaranteed. God, look at the damage on that. That is insane. So he also does the this is a Street Fighter V thing right here. I don't think this was in Street Fighter 4. I mean, so in Street Fighter 4, he had the stomp, the down forward heavy kick, but I don't think it was a target combo. I think it was just a thing that you could do raw. And you could use it for Kara stuff. You could like Kara cancel it into command grabs and stuff. In Street Fighter 5, they turned this into a target combo. It's stand medium punch into... Let me see if I can get the right frame. Stand medium punch, yeah. And then this is down forward heavy kick right here. Kara cancelled in out of its startup into EX command grab. So this exact string, this exact mix-up is in Street Fighter V. The difference comes from the damage. Like, Honda's EX command grab in Street Fighter V, looking at the remaining health bar, would probably do about 2/3 of that, I guess. If I'm eyeing it. I'd say about 2/3 of the remaining health bar from EX command grab in 5. In 6, dead. That's like 200 plus damage, probably. Cheap character. This might also, by the way, the down forward heavy kick cancel might also enable some combos. You can actually use it as a combo tool. The Kara cancel on down forward heavy kick in 5. Like, you can do cool combos like stand medium punch, and then during the startup of down forward heavy kick, you can Kara cancel it into super, which is a high level Honda tech in 5. I hope stuff like that is still in 6. Honda top tier confirmed. I think if any of these two characters is going to end up top tier, it's not Honda, it's the other one. Get a drive rush combo there, basic B&B. And then it looks like... is this... What is this right here? Is this just like Condor Spire that she's doing as like a meaty? She gets the knockdown with DP. Is this meaty Spire? It looks plus. That looks really good. Like, it looks like she's probably using it the same way most characters would use Drive Rush, but not spending any bar. Like, a lot of characters will get a knockdown and then do Drive Rush into a button to get plus frames on Wake Up. But it looks like she can just do it with a special move. That seems pretty good. So she gets the charge up again. Really big buttons, by the way. Oh yeah, this is also worth mentioning. So, when she spins the clubs above her head, she does actually have an instant attack follow-up that she can do out of that, which still builds the charge. So if you look here, she's pressing a button. I don't know if what button this is. I'm assuming this is like stand medium punch, maybe stand fierce. She spins the clubs up in the air and then comes down with a hit afterwards. And you'll notice that during that sequence, her counter, the wind counter, whatever it is, went from 1 to 2. So it's not like she has to back off and start doing this charge to build up her resources. She can do it in strings. She's building her wind gauge just by doing like a block string here, which I think could be really strong as well. Honda gets the forward heavy kick. I'm a little bit disappointed in this, I must say. The punish counter effect on Honda's forward heavy kick is a knockdown here. Like, this button on punish counter is launching into a knockdown. Whereas in Street Fighter V, the equivalent button on crush counter gives you a load of plus frames into a full combo. It doesn't really look like you get anything off that. I'm not sure how I feel about the forward heavy kick being a knockdown on punish counter. I guess you get the charge for the V skill afterwards, but hard to tell. So she spends... this is so cheap. She spends her wind stock here on a point blank Condor Spire. And it seems to be the case that the Windstock just makes this plus. Because she gets counter hits afterwards every single time. So if she can just cash out every stock into plus frames, I think Lily could be really strong. She's got huge movement, she's got easy reliable access to plus frames without spending any EX bar or anything. Yeah, there aren't many characters in Street Fighter 6 that get plus frames without spending any drive resources. I think Ken's Dragon Lash kick and in the beta did that, but not many. And it was much slower as well. Oh, so it looks like it's hard to tell here. I actually did this frame by frame before the stream because I wanted to check. It does look like Honda's EX headbutt might be frame 1 armored in 6. This looks like it's like beating a meaty right now. So in 5, one of Honda's big weaknesses in 5 is his wake up game sucks. His fastest normal is 4 frames, and he has no move that is armored or invincible from frame 1, other than super. EX headbutt isn't armored until like frame 3, I believe. It's the forward heavy kick again. Random EX Condor Spire, but it works. More trades. Trades for days. And this is, I think this might be the first time we've ever seen this, and we don't get a good chance to like see how it actually connects. But I'm pretty sure this is Condor Dive. This is T-Hawk's pseudo dive approach thing. Usually this is a knockdown on hit and super unsafe on block, but it trades here, so we don't get a good chance to see how it works. But she does get the charge up again. Another trade. Big whiff there. I don't know what that was. Honda goes for the drive rush, gets interrupted. She does a basic string here. I think this was something that I noticed a lot during the beta, but it's kind of insane how good light strings are in SF6. Like, in SF5, there are almost no characters that can do 3 lights into a special. Some can. There's like a small handful of characters in 5 that have just enough range to do 3 lights into a special. But it seems like pretty much everyone in Street Fighter 6 can do that. And it doesn't even have to be from point blank. Like, she starts here with what I'm assuming is a crouch jab, and it doesn't look like it's, you know, super close. This doesn't look like point blank crouch jab. But she still gets crouch jab special from that distance. It's like a Street Fighter 4 hit confirm. Yeah. Big neutral jump on the Condor dive. Condor Spire even. Oh yeah, and also worth mentioning is the because Honda has the hands charged from the V-skill equivalent move here, you'll notice that this hand slap animation ends with like an extra slap at the end, which lets you link afterwards. Very similar to Street Fighter 5, how that V-skill works. Into level 3. So I love the concept behind this level 3. Let me say that first, okay? Honda creating a sumo ring by dragging you in a circle and the friction from your feet creating a ring of fire is a sick idea for a sumo super, right? I love this. But what was pointed out to me and what I'll never be able to unsee is this. So Honda grabs you, right? He grabs you and tries to shove you out of the arena sumo style. He takes you right to the edge, right up by the flames here. So you're just about to get knocked out. He lifts you up. He turns around. And he dunks you out the other side of the arena. Like, physically and geographically, this super makes no sense. He runs to the edge of the stage, lifts you up, turns 180 degrees, and then suddenly you're on the complete other side of the fire ring. I don't get it. Can someone explain to me the physics of this super? Because it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, look, watch again. He takes you to the edge, right up against so your back's to the flames, lifts you up, turns 180 degrees, and now you're out the other side of the ring. Is this quantum physics? Is it quantum Honda? I hate to be a nitpicker because it's such a fun idea for a super, but that bothers me so much when I see it. Oh, by the way, Honda's running slaps thing, this looks like it might be plus. It's hard to tell with the footage available, but it looks like that's probably plus. That could be good. And I also want to call attention to Lily's parry animation. Watch Lily's parry here. I love that little animation. She spins the little clubs around. It looks really cool. She's looking like a Jedi. Yeah, Darth Lily. And then Lily gets the neutral jump into level 3. This is not the CA as I originally thought. I just think it's bizarre that the super works correctly when she does it as a level 3, but the one where she like fucks up and drops you in the middle is the like damage increased CA version. So I feel like we still, even with this footage, we still don't know that much about Honda. We've got a bit more info, but there's still a lot of questions I have about Honda and how his kit is going to work in 6. But I do think, you know, far be it from me to make sweeping statements about character strength based on developer footage pre-release. But I actually think Lily is going to be really strong. I might do like a Lily confirmed top tier clickbaity thing in this because she looks really good. She has reliable access to plus frames. She's got big normals. She's got a huge command grab. Ways to change her air trajectory. Very, very fast movement. The thing about T-Hawk is that T-Hawk is always let down by being a big body with slow movement. Right? Usually T-Hawk has good buttons and a good SPD game, but is let down by being an enormous character that controls like a freight train. Lily seems like she's got all of the best stuff that T-Hawk had, combined with Rashid's movement. So, I don't know. This character seems like she might be a problem. We'll find out. How many months left? 2.5 months left? Confirmed top tier status. Don't quote me on this.